Got him.
Wow, that's awfully impressive right there. The pitch before was really close. Called the ball. What does he do? He comes back with a better pitch and gets the punch out.
Into the box, Mike Gerber. 3 balls and 2 strikes to the Blue Jays center fielder.
Not a bad time right here to put that runner in motion. 3-2 count. You send the runner, and if it's a bad pitch, it's ball 4.
And it's fouled away. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with a strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
At the plate now, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Well, this Yankee ball club entering play this afternoon here. They've got to be considered the hottest team in baseball right now as they come in winners of 9 of their last 10 ball games.
Yeah, Matty V. And you know one thing you don't want to do here, D-Row, you've been on some good teams, not to lose focus at this point of the year, to keep the big picture in sight, because there is a postseason lurking, and it's so easy to get ahead of yourselves and not take the rest of the schedule serious.
I think the nice thing for this team is that they won the division. They will, for whatever happens, get a 5-game series. It's not that 1-game wild card, win or go home. This team can prepare themselves to battle and try and win 3 out of 5.
Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Blue Jays held in check. We'll go to the bottom of the 2nd. No score. Stepping up to the plate, Mickey Mantle, and he comes in as a player to watch out for, hitting well over 300 on the season. The 1-1. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. And there's one down now.
Batting 5th, the right fielder, Lou Gehrig.
Stepping into the box, Lou Gehrig. His squad has put together a strong year, and his home run production has certainly been a big part of it.
Yeah, he's been a monster, not only on the field, but off it as well. Representing an elite power threat in the lineup and also helping guys off the field in the clubhouse with a veteran presence. This guy's been special this year.
And Dan, D-Row, the Blue Jays, as they enter play here this afternoon, they come in trying to put together a complete ball game as they've lost their last 2.
Yeah, Matty, they played a heck of a game, first game of this series, and then dropped the last 2, not playing really good baseball. They have to find a way to win this one today.
No doubt about it, D-Row. There's such a thing as a good series by winning the last one and getting a split in a 4-game set. That's exactly what they would like to do today to get some momentum going into the next series.
But taking in over at first for the 2nd out, as that might have been extra bases if it were 3 feet higher.
Matthews.
Digging in, Eddie Matthews. He's hitless in the first 2 games of the series, 0 for 8. Bottom of the 2nd here with no score. Sent on the ground out to 2nd. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Nothing doing here this half. We've played 2 full, and we are tied 0-0. Top of the 3rd set to get underway, and that'll bring forth the slugging shortstop, Bo Bichette. The 1-1 home. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
This lineup is flailing right now. They're having a hard time just making contact, let alone putting the ball in play.
Late making contact on that swing, and will do it again on 1 and 2. Trying to send him packing for the second time. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Minoso arranged to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first out. So with one away, we'll take a look at the standings here, and it'll show you that these guys have already wrapped up the division race as they've set their sights now on the postseason. In now, Roberto Alomar. He reached on a single in his first try. Here now the 2-2. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Now a ball lined toward the alley in left center. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Boy, sometimes they say you hit it hard, good things will happen. Well, that's not the case right there. That was a bullet that just stayed up and is caught in the outfield.
Now batting, John Olerud. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, in today's game, certainly don't get completely reprimanded for too many strikeouts, but no one likes to go down looking. Expect him to be a little bit more aggressive at the dish this AB.
A 2-1 count to the Blue Jays first baseman. A little too tall that time. 3-1 now. Joe Carter would be next if they can keep this inning alive. Third inning, no score to this point. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Minoso is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Blue Jays go down in order. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Bottom of the third now, and here's the switch hitting catcher Jorge Posada. Now the 1-1 on its way to Posada.
2 balls.
Baraki isn't considered by many to be a power pitcher. He doesn't strike out a ton of guys, but he's usually very effective as starting pitchers go. One of those guys that uses his defense and makes the opponent put the ball in play.
Matty V, not all pitchers are going to be swinging this guy. Even though this guy is a power pitcher, he pitches primarily down in the zone, and he looks behind him and he sees 8 fielders with the glove. He needs some help. He's not going to strike a lot of guys out, but he needs some help from his defense.
The 3-2 pitch. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. Another full count pitch home. To short. Bichette's got it. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Batting 8th, the first baseman, Jason Giambi.
Stepping in, Jason Giambi. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. Softly hit here to the left side. That's a hit, the first of the game for the Yankees.
Hey, there's a case of a jam sandwich right there. Not that bad of a
Batting
pitch,
ninth,
but he's able to just
the
be
second baseman,
strong enough to loop that one into
Robinson.
left field.
Dan, sometimes a
Gun,
jam
oh.
sandwich tastes much better than a rocket right at somebody.
Stepping in now, Robinson Cano fouled off. The 1-2.
Hey, 3 foul balls in a row right here, searching for that put away stuff.
And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Tough to take a pitch like that right there, especially in a 1-2 count. You almost get in that auto swing mode. Great job to work the count back to even.
Here now the 2-2. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Left fielder is on the move. He gets there, and that's the second out.
Now batting, number 9.
Stepping in, Minnie Minoso. He comes into this one just 2 for 12 in the series to this point. Out of the stretch, the 3-2 pitch home. Takes this the other way to right. In there, a base hit. And they won't even attempt to run on that arm in right. So despite the runner moving on the pitch, it will wind up first and second here.
Shortstop, Honus Wagner.
To the plate now, Honus Wagner. Yankee shortstop behind in the count 1-2. From the stretch, the 1-2. And a sinker called strike 3 as he's rung up and the side is retired. Yanks strand a pair. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. All set for the start of the 4th. And coming forward, the veteran outfielder, Joe Carter.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Even though that pitcher was able to execute in off the plate,
Now
batter
back.
was able to keep his hands inside that baseball and drive it up the middle.
Gurriel.
In now, Lourdes Gurriel. And a fastball, but he's losing it a bit here to 3-1 now. Still all zeros in the run column here in the 4th inning. Dan, does this continue or does somebody score here?
I think this continues for a while, Matt. Both of these pitchers are throwing very well, throwing strikes, having good command of their off-speed pitches. This is going to be one of those low-scoring affairs.
And he
Now
will
batting,
take
right
ball
fielder,
4. First and
Randall
second now with nobody out. At the plate, Randall Grichuk. He drew a walk his first time up. The set and the 2-1 pitch. And this pitch is hit foul off to the left and out of play, so the count goes to 2-2 now. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way.
I don't think he can afford another base runner here, so whatever pitch he feels best about, whichever one he feels most comfortable with, that's the one I expect him to turn to.
No runs, 3 hits, and no errors in the game for Toronto. Fouled away. The next 3-2. Hit to short. And that's through into left, a base hit. The throw home. And he is safe at home as he beats the throw to Posada.
Boy, what a battle there, D-Rose. Several pitch at bat right there. He threw everything but the kitchen sink, and he was still able to get an RBI base hit.
And Dan, I can't tell you, the longer the ABs go, usually, I'll tell you, you get in that swing mode where if he throws the rosin bag, you're pulling the trigger on it. Wait for him to settle in his zone and not come outside of it and end up getting a knock.
Standing in now, Danny Jansen. A 1-2 count to the Blue Jays signal caller.
Boy, he center cut that fastball. It comes in the high 90s, but that's a dangerous location no matter how hard you're throwing.
The 1-2 misses for the second ball. Weak grounder back to the mound. And he indeed takes only the out at first as the runners move to second and third with one away now.
Now batting, the center fielder, Mike Gerber.
Standing in, Mike Gerber. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
And he can't allow the same thing to happen in this situation. This is a big-time spot in this game. He's got to find a way to put the ball in play.
There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball.
His pitch count is getting up there in the inning now. He needs to get this frame over with sooner than later, so forcing contact and getting the defense involved is probably the best thing he can do.
The 2-1 pitch. Swing and a liner toward the gap in left center. And this ball's going to get down, and it should plate a couple. And this will find the wall out near Monument Valley. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate.
That's a monster at bat right there. A 1-run lead is fine and everything, but a 3-run cushion feels a lot better. And that's where they stand right now after that 3-bagger.
So now to the plate, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. A ball and 2 strikes now. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2 down the left field line and deep. And this will wind up a foul ball. 3 runs already home here. And he fouls this one off. The 1-2.
Boy, the curveball just hasn't been there this afternoon, and this is this guy's bread and butter pitch, especially when he gets ahead of hitters. He needs to find that curveball again.
The 2-2 is looked at, and the count moves full.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
Some guys with big arms like this, they're just chuckers. They just throw the ball as hard as they can, and where it ends up isn't that big of a concern, but that wasn't the case there. That was a very well-pitched fastball right on the corner at the knees. Good luck hitting that one.
At the plate now, Bichette lofted in the air out toward right center. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. So 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a man left. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. It's the Blue Jays 3 and the Yankees nothing. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th. And digging in is the veteran DH, Ted Williams.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
And there's one away.
Up next for the Yankees, the center fielder, Mickey Mantle.
Ready now, Mickey Mantle. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Yeah, Matty, and it looked like a sinker in his last AB that got him to roll over. Kind of similar situation right here. Similar stuff on the mound. Look for them to try and get him to do exactly the same thing as his last AB. He's got to fight to get it elevated just a little bit more.
And here's a changeup in there for a called third strike, and that's the second out of the inning.
Now
I'll tell you
batting,
right now, this guy has a shutout going, and it's been all business. He's not messing around trying to pick at corners. He's being aggressive in the zone, and he's attacking each and every one of these hitters up to this point.
Stepping in now, Lou Gehrig. Line down the left field line. And that'll slice just foul at the last moment. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
Good job to lay off that 1-2 breaking ball, put himself right back in this at bat.
And the inning goes away in unceremonious fashion on a swing and a miss at a ball way outside the strike zone. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. They trail it here 3-0. Now at the plate, Roberto Alomar, 1 for 2 with a base hit back in the first inning of play. Right side. He'll get to this one deep in the hole. Throw in time at first. A nice play in short right for the first out.
Up next for the Blue
Good
Jays,
range shown off into the hole right there. That's not an easy play, but these guys make it look that way sometimes.
Ready for another chance? John Olerud. He struck out and flied out. 0 for 2 so far. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Two is a changeup that misses 3-2.
Keep in mind, people, the longer the at bat, the higher the likelihood that this becomes his last inning.
Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. And the third baseman will have a look at it, but this is back into the seats. Another full count pitch home. And it's fouled away. The next 3-2. High in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. The 3-2 one more time. This is swung on and popped up. Crossing into foul territory now behind third. Matthews is over and he tucks it away for the second
now
out.
batting, the left fielder, Joe Carter.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And up next, former World Series hero Joe Carter. And he lays off this one down and in for ball 2.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here now the 2-2 is laid off and the count runs full. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Blue Jays, but they lead it 3-0. Leading off the inning, Eddie Matthews, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Yeah.
1-1 pitch is a sinker taken for a strike, 1 and 2. Grounded up the first baseline. Fielded cleanly, and he'll step on first himself for the out.
Up next for the Yankees, the catcher, Jorge Posada.
So 1 away for the catcher, Jorge Posada. The 1-1. Swung on, but it's pulled foul wide of third. The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. 1 out, nobody on. Full count now, 3-2. Jason Giambi, the number 8 hitter here, waits on deck. Now the payoff pitch home. Grounded to the right. Taken by Alomar. Throw to first will be in time to get Posada 2 away.
The first baseman, number 25, Jason Giambi.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Jason Giambi. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Hit sharply on the ground. Alomar has it. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. So they go quietly here in this half inning. 5 innings complete. The Blue Jays on top, 3-0. Catfish Hunter takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Now pitching for the New York Yankees, number 27, Catfish Hunter.
Top half of the 6th about to get started, and next will be the imposing power bat, Lourdes Gurriel. One and 2 now as that one's fouled off. Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss there as the breaking ball takes care of him for the first out.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
Into the box now, Randall Grichuk. Able to protect the plate with 2 strikes, and he'll see another one. Here's another 1-2. A swing and a miss. He offered it a ball way outside the strike zone for out number 2.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
At the plate, Danny Jansen. Fouled off. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
So you'd love for him to offer at that one, but the execution was flawless. Nice curveball that starts in the zone and breaks just out. Just a great take by the batter.
Hot shot on the ground is short. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Blue Jays go down in order, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. Leading off the inning, Robinson Cano, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. Now the 3-2 pitch. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone.
That strikeout was a real good example of a pitcher continuing to make a guy chase out of the zone. When you recognize a hitter is in protect mode, you don't have to come inside the strike zone. You can just expand further and further until he literally can't touch it.
Into the box, Minnie Minoso. And he looks at his sinker for a called third strike, and now there are 2 gone.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location.
The
so
batter,
a good job there of
00.
exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
In now, Hannes Wagner. Line to the right side. But a good play by the first baseman to spear this one, and that'll retire the side. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. We're through 6 full. The Jays lead it 3-0. 7th inning ready to roll. And next will be a speed threat in the form of outfielder Mike Gerber. Cold strike as the slider gets the outside corner. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. The 1-2. Lifted the other way to left center. Left fielder giving chase. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
Up next for the Blue Jays, the third baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He was punched out looking at strike 3 last time through.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system, especially now he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Slider misses, and he's in danger of losing him here. 3-1. Bo Bichette is on deck. The 3-1 pitch. Line towards center field. And a knock for him this time. He's 2 for 4 for the game.
That's the difference in today's games. Pitchers will throw any pitch in any count, but the batter was able to deliver on a 3-2 breaking ball.
At the plate now, Bo Bichette. Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone.
Big sweeping breaking ball right there. A good pitch, but if he wants to get him to swing at it, he'll have to bring it in a little bit closer to the strike zone.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2.
Well, they've really had an answer for keeping him in check in this series. He's offered very little resistance with the bat in his hand so far.
Fouled away. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Here comes Mantle on for it. He makes the play. Really had to hustle to get to that one. 2 gone now.
Now batting, the second baseman, Roberto Alomar.
Digging in to try it again, Roberto Alomar. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Now the 1-1 pitch. This is line to left, and that's in there, base hit.
The first baseman, number 9, John Olaru.
Standing in now, John Olaru. 2 balls and a strike.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With 2 guys already on, pretty good shot. He's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
2 men are on with 2 men out. And he fouls this one off. The 2-2. In the dirt. Goes to third with it, and it's too late as he's in there. So now 2 men in scoring position. And it appears they're going to give him the intentional walk here, so now they'll have a force at any base with 2 gone.
And this is the right move here.
Up
With
next
first
for the
base
Blue Jays,
open, take the
the
bat
left
out of
fielder,
this guy's hands
Joe
every single
Carter.
time.
Standing in, Joe Carter. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Sometimes you just got to tip your cap to the guy on the mound. He's getting paid to try and get you out as well. Anytime it gets up there north of 7, 8 pitch AB.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it.
It's time
Blue Jays
for the
strand
traditional
3.
seventh
They
inning
lead it 3-0.
stretch.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and digging in is the big-time power threat, Ted Williams.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
And that's out number 1.
The center fielder, number 7, Mickey.
Now at the plate, Mickey Mantle. It was a backwards K, a strikeout looking for him in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and they froze him on a good changeup. Tough one. If you got good arm action, and this pitcher certainly does have good arm action out there, tough to decipher between the fastball and changeup. He's got to be willing to stay back and take the ball the other way.
All even now, 2-2. Now here's the pitch. So a full count now.
And it's late in his afternoon of work, and the longer this at bat goes, the better chance of him making a mistake. But as a guy starts to tire, they're more likely to leave the ball up. But man, he's been good so far.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Now a swing as he stays alive as this is fouled back right off the catcher's arm.
After fouling off the second one, I got to step out of the box, adjust my batting gloves, and tell myself there's no chance he's tripling up on that pitch.
Once again, a 3-2. Takes this the other way to right, and that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
Dan, are you even concerned about that? You've been pitching out of the wind-up ball game, and
The
now you
right
have to go
fielder,
to the
number
stretch.
4.
It can be a concern
Blue.
sometime, Debro, but you try to, in between
Yeah,
starts,
right.
to make sure that you throw enough pitches out of the stretch. And he's been out of the windup most of the game, so we'll see how he reacts here after this base hit.
Stepping in now, Lou Gehrig. Ball 2 with a sinker that runs off the inside.
Sitting in a good spot right here. 2-ball, 1-strike count is yet to see a fastball. Have to be sitting on one right here.
Two-one, here it is.
Hey, two. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Runners on first with 1 down. Here's one that misses inside, and the count's run full now, 3-2.
One of the things you want to do with a starter, get that pitch count up. Here's another productive at bat as this count now gets to 3 balls and 2 strikes.
And the payoff pitch. A line shot to third base. Throw to the bag, and the runner's back in time.
Now batting, third baseman, Eddie Matthews.
Striding into the box, Eddie Matthews. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. A runner on first with 2 away. Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
Hit sharply on the ground, and that's through for a hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
The batter.
Hey, this
The
might
catcher.
be their best opportunity to at least get on the board. They've been struggling offensively, and they find themselves with 2 runners on board. Let's see if they can continue it.
Here comes a Toronto skipper out toward the pitcher's mound. And a change is in the offing, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll head for the showers as he stands to win this one if the bullpen can find a way to protect his 3-run lead.
Your
Gerardo
attention,
Reyes
please.
takes over pitching
Now
duties,
pitching
looking to
for
get that
Toronto.
final out now here in
Number
this 7th
65,
inning.
Gerardo Reyes.
At the plate, Jorge Posada. And Dan, this could be a real make or break situation at this point in the game.
Yeah, Matt, at least scoring 1 run in this inning is so important to them to possibly get back into this thing. Baseball doesn't have a clock, but you only have 27 outs to work with. They're running out of those pretty quick.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, the Yankees have been searching for that big hit pretty much all game. It remains to see if they can get it, but now it sure would be a good time.
Here's the 2-1. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Left fielder is on the move, but he can't get there as this hops over the wall for a ground rule double. And a bit of a break on defense as only 1 run is going to score.
Really unfortunate there. Obviously, the runner at second base was going to score easily, but it's possible they could have waved the runner around from first as well. We'll never know, though, as he's forced to hold the runner at third because of the ground rule double.
2 balls and a strike to the Yankees' first baseman. Second and third, 2 away. Good time to call the change as he swings and misses for strike 2. Hit hard to the right side. Foul. Here's the 2-2. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
He really needs to find a pitch to put this guy away with right here, right now. He can't allow this inning to get any worse than it's already become.
Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. And it's fouled away. He's set. The 3-2. On the 8th pitch of the at-bat is the one that finally does it as he wears him down and the inning is over. Yankees forced to settle for 1. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. The Jays are out in front 3-1. New inning set to get underway, and striding forward the designated hitter Lourdes Gurriel. Sign from Posada, now the 1-1.
2-1.
Skied into straightaway right. Gehrig is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
The right fielder, number 15, Randall Grichuk.
Ready once again, Randall Grichuk. He went down on strikes last time up. 8th inning of this low-scoring affair. 3-1 our score. A full count, 3-2 to Randall Grichuk.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. And right into the shift. But this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Another payoff pitch. And this is taken here for ball 4. Just the second walk he's allowed into his 8th inning of work.
Man, that's just painful for a pitcher right there. A 3-2 offering that was right on the corner, but he couldn't get him to chase, and he doesn't get the call. Can't beat yourself up about that one too much.
So a runner at first now with 1 away, and that'll bring in Danny Jansen. Here's the 1-1. Inside here with the hard stuff, and it's 2-1 now.
I'll tell you, it's a helpless feeling for a manager or a pitching coach when your pitchers are having a really hard time throwing strikes. What are you supposed to do other than keep trying new guys until someone starts attacking the zone?
Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. The 2-2. Runner at first here, 1 man out. High in the air out towards shallow right. Gehrig is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
Now batting, the center fielder, Mike Gerber.
Digging in once again, Mike Gerber. He flew out in his last at-bat. Throw over to first, and a dive, but he's back in. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. 2 out with the man at first. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Sent on the ground out to second, and an underhanded throw is in time for out number 3. So they pick up no runs, no hits, no errors, and a runner left on. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. Toronto leads this one 3-1. Trevor McGill is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 31, Trevor McGill.
Bottom of inning number 8 set to go, and standing in is the power hitting second baseman Robinson Cano.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
And it's 1-2. And that's a swinging strike 3 in the dirt. Jansen goes to get it, and the throw is there to record the first out.
Now batting.
So back to the top of the Yankee order. Digging in, Minnie Minoso. He was sent packing on strikes in his last trip.
You know, Matty, tough to go down looking right there, especially in a long at bat. I kind of tip my hat to the fact that he didn't go into uber swing mode. He battled. He just got locked up. Look for him to have another quality AB. I think he's seeing the ball pretty darn big right now.
Now batting. The shortstop, Honus Wagner.
Next for New York, Honus Wagner. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out.
Yeah, he hit it hard. That's all you can ask. You can't control the result sometimes, Matty. Just unlucky with the placement.
Back up the middle. And he'll make that play look easy as the throw is in time to end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. Score holds. It's 3-1. All set to start the 9th in this one, and that'll give way to the third baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And some action out in the Yankee bullpen now as a right-hander starts to loosen up. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Fouled off. The 2-2. Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. Now the 3-2 pitch. And this pitch misses here. It's ball 4, and they've got a leadoff base runner aboard to start the 9th.
Well, that was a slider in a 3-2 count, and it just didn't tempt him enough to get a good swing. A good job of pitch recognition and knowing the strike zone to draw the free pass there.
So a runner at first now with nobody out. And in to bat next, the legacy Bo Bichette. Fouled away. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Working for the punch out and the offering. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
Well, that's just a quality pitch right there. The location was excellent because if it's put in play, there's a good chance it's on the ground for a double play. And hey, a strikeout always works too.
To the plate now, Roberto Alomar. And he fires a fastball now for a called strike 2. The 2-2. High in the air out to center field. Mantle is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
The first baseman, number 9, John Olerud.
Ready for another shot now. John Olerud, 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, not his game so far. He's such a good hitter. We all kind of expect him to pick up 2 or 3 hits most of the time. That's not really how baseball works, though.
He's set, and the 2-2 pitch. And he struck him out. So a good pitch there, and now they're going to need to string some hits together in this last at-bat if they want to get back in this thing. So it's no runs, no base hits, no errors, and one man left on base. Nothing further in the Toronto ninth. Last chance for the Yankees. They're on the short end of a 3-1 score. Ken Giles enters the game to finish this one off here in the bottom of the ninth.
Toronto, number 51, Ken Giles.
All set for the bottom of the ninth. And standing in is the DH, Ted Williams.
Tough task ahead here, as this guy, one of the top save guys in the league right now. He's been very reliable shutting the door.
And that gets the black on the outside. A good slider that time. The 1-2. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
This is a fun guy to watch when he's up there. Really battles. Doesn't take any pitches off. He's a grinder. Always seems to make it difficult on the opposing pitcher.
Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. One away. So the leadoff man gone to start the top of the ninth as we take a look at league saves leaders entering play. And as you can see there, he's currently in 5th place in that department in the AL race. So digging in now, Mickey Mantle. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. The set and the 1-1 pitch. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. A ball that's carrying. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
The right fielder, number 4, Lou.
Stepping into the box, Lou Gehrig. And even though we discussed his power hitting prowess earlier in the broadcast, we haven't gotten to see it on display so far in this one.
But every time this guy steps in the box, he's one swing away. If he misses over the heart of the plate, I promise you this ball's leaving.
1-2 now. Last chance for the Yankees. Now a swing and a miss on a pitch that tied him up in knots, and the ball game is over.
Well, as a former pitcher, you know I love these low-scoring games as opposed to those slugfests. This was like a throwback game when home runs weren't so common and pitching was really dominant. No complaints here.
3-1 the final score this afternoon. Toronto took the lead in the 4th and held on until the end. Ryan Borucki gets to double digits with his 10th win of the year. Ken Giles records the save, his 37th of the year. So that's a wrap for us in this one. Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, Matt Vasgersian. We all thank you for watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. See you next time.
Fans, our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Blue Jays, 3 runs on 7 hits, no errors. They left 10 men on base.